When City Church was first founded in 2015, I was 8 years old. I had recently had my first communion at my former church, but that was truly the extent of my faith. At that time, going to church wasn't something that I really thought that deeply about, let alone looked forward to doing. It was simply something I did as a routine, like how I went to school. It wasn't until I entered high school that I began to seek a relationship with Christ, not out of obligation, but out of my own desire to be close to Him. I entered high school as a new student, afraid and uncertain what the next 4 years of my life would hold. In that first year, I turned to church as a familiar place with familiar people in the midst of so much unfamiliarity. In the summer after my freshman year, after I felt I had just gotten into the groove of a new school, my grandmother passed away. She had lived the majority of her adult life with multiple sclerosis, and I really only saw her in her room with little to no mobility. What could never be denied of her, though, was her faith. She never lost her faith in the Lord, even in the face of some of the greatest trials I've seen a person go through. After she passed, I felt just as lost as I had that previous school year. I was lonely, and I didn't know where to turn to get help. When the summer ended, I got back into my usual church routine, this time actively searching for community in the midst of my grief. I can say wholeheartedly that I was met with that community. Not only did I find a group of City Church members that became my mentors, friends, and second family, but I also found a God who actively seeks a relationship with me even when I lose faith. From then on, I began to eagerly look forward to coming to church as a time of worship and consistency, even in life's uncertainty. I'm now a senior in high school, 2 weeks away from my graduation, and I cannot say that my life has gotten any less wild and uncertain. However, I can say that I have found a church family that I know will be with me as I begin the next big change in my life, and most importantly, God, who seeks me through every trial. My grandmother's not here today, but I know that on this Mother's Day, she'd be very proud to see how far my faith journey has come. Thank you.